Alright, so damn, I need a haircut and a shave. God damn, baby. Shit. Um, I just want to do a brief, discussion on my thoughts with, my history of Attack on Titan. So I did this with Bleach. So I'm doing this with Attack on Titan because my two favorite, I have my, top five, which tends to shift. But the top two spots have never really changed once they got there. Bleach is number one for me. Attack on Titan is number two for me. So in that long, long period of no Bleach, I didn't have anything to fill that hole until Attack on Titan came out, and I'd never heard of it. I had no interest in watching it. I wasn't keeping up with anime as much at that time because Bleach was gone and nothing compared to it to me. And there's a lot of good anime. If you know me, I watch a lot of anime. There's a lot of good anime, but like, I just wasn't as into anime in that moment. And then my boy told me I had reconnected with a friend, and he was like, "Yo, you heard Shingeki no Kyojin? What the fuck is Shingeki no Kyojin?" And my other boy chimed in, and he's like, it's like Gantz. It's like, what the fuck is Gantz? Which, by the way, if you haven't watched Gantz, watch Gantz. That shit is fire. I wish they fully animated that series, because that was an amazing story, amazing art style, insane idea. So yeah, so he's like, just a bunch of people die and all this, and it's crazy and it's mad gory, and I'm like, I don't know what that is. I don't care for it. So one day I was bored. I had nothing to do, and I was getting fried. And I was like, I just want to binge something while I'm getting fried, because it's the era of binging. And I put on Shingeki no Kyojin, and immediately I was blown away by the visuals. To this day, I've never seen an anime that looks the way it looks. It had a different studio back then, but they always try to keep close to the art style of the manga. So I've never seen a manga, anime, anything that had that art style, character designs, the facial expressions. Like, no anime displays emotion better than this anime does, yo. For real. But it was just, I still wasn't fully captivated until the ending when the Titan showed up, and I was like, what the fuck is going on, right? And I got back at that time, like, I mostly wanted anime where the characters had some kind of powers, and these niggas had no powers. But then the ODM gear came out, I was like, oh, this shit is kind of crazy. But aside from the crazy stuff, like, after the first episode, getting captivated by that, the rest of it, I was sucked in just from the story alone. The story alone was fucking nuts. And it was just done so well, and you're just growing with these characters. But then I got pulled out, I got surprised, because, like, it was like episode 6 or 7. After all this training, you follow Eren throughout his life, and you want this revenge for him, and the nigga died, and I was just like, what the fuck is going on? I've never seen some shit like Dragon Ball Z. The main character died all the time, but got resurrected. He got wished back. Naruto, people died, but the main character didn't die. Bleach, technically everybody's dead, or they're just never alive because they're death gods, they're Shinigami. But these were people fighting the things they've been scared of their whole life, and they're just dying to them left and right. So I'm like, if the main character's dead, like, what is going to switch main characters? Like, what's supposed to happen? Like, what was the point of all of that? So then they show Mikasa. I'm like, yo, Mikasa's dumb nice. Okay, I can accept her as the main character because she's super nice at killing Titans, but she barely has any personality. She's obsessed with Eren. She worships that nigga, and she's very quiet. So I don't give a fuck, but the fighting is cool. But now I'm like, damn, there's no story now. And then that Titan showed up and started protecting her. And I swear to God, it was the way they were doing it. I was like, that's gotta be Eren. That's gotta be Eren. So then, after a couple of episodes of that Titan killing other Titans, they revealed it was Eren, and I was like, it sucks that I was right, but it's great that I was right, because I'm glad Eren is alive, and that's crazy. So he does get powers. That's fire. And, like, it just progressively got better and better and better. It never got whack. Attack on Titan never got boring. never slowed down, never got less interesting. It just somehow got better and better, bro. So then, like, I started reading the manga, right? And then, like, the manga blew me the fuck away. So I was like, damn, you know what? I want to see this stuff animated. So I started reading the manga, and then season 2 came out. I watched that shit animated. And then there was a huge break between season 2 and 3. So I started reading the manga again, but I had picked up the manga where it was at the point, so I didn't go where I left off, so I skipped a lot of shit, which was good because it left season 3 as a surprise for me. But when I started reading it, it was when they go to the basement and find Aaron's father's book, right? It was right when I picked it up. It was right when I picked it back up. It was right after Armin ate Berthold and became the Colossal Titan. So I just heard them talking about it, but I didn't see it happen. So I was like, "Wait, Armin's gonna be the Colossal Titan? What the fuck is going on?" They know Berthold and Reiner are the Armor Titan and shit. They know all this stuff. Well, actually, no, I know that because I read that far. But I know they fought them. And the Beast Titan. I didn't know shit about the Beast Titan. I just remember seeing him. I didn't know that it was Aaron's brother and all that other shit. So like when I learned about everything outside of Paradise Island and how the real world existed, and basically the Eldians came from like their universe's version of Nazi Germany, and they were called the Marleans and all this crazy shit. I was like, yo, this story is fucking nuts. It's so deep. It's so well thought out. So yeah. So then I had read up basically up until just before the flattening, right when him and his brother connected into the Founding Titan shit and went to that world with the tree and the original Emir and all that. And I stopped and I was like, nah. I started with this shit animated. I love the anime. I want to finish with it animated. I don't want to finish the manga and then know what to expect in the end. I want to be surprised in the anime. So I just stopped reading at that point, right? Before before Eren became that giant piece of shit with the spinal cord and all that in the ribcage. So then I was waiting for it to be animated, and the shit was just not coming out for years. So then when season 3 finally came out, like I said, that was a big surprise for me with the whole gun thing and the people and the reveal of Eren's father's past and all that shit. Not his past in Marley, but his past with going to attack the king and all that, and how he stole the power of the Attack Titan for the son and all that shit. And yeah, man, I was just blown away by that season. It was great, and it was information I didn't have. So then I understood why what I read was coming. Why Eren knew all this shit, because he learned about his father with the memories and everything, the Founding Titan and all that shit. So then there was another huge break, and then season 4 came out, and season 4, that's when they changed animators, and I was kind of pissed off about that. But it turned out to be the people who do Demon Slayer, so it came out great. But I don't like, matter of fact, I despise the animated Titans. I like the normal drawn Titans. I don't like the CGI Titans. But I'm getting used to it. But the story is just so captivating, I can get by it, and the rest of the animation is still great. And I appreciate that these new animators still kept a very similar art style. Like, you can tell it's slightly different, but it's still pretty damn close to the manga. And then like just all of season 4, the 3 different parts of season 4, because that shit got broke up into 3 parts. All 3 parts are just fucking insane, bro. But then when that premiere of the final chapters came out, an hour-long episode, and all the shit that happened, like I said, this is where I stopped reading. So to actually, like, watching the flattening of the world happening, yo, if you don't watch Attack on Titan, go watch that shit. If you do watch Attack on Titan, I hope you appreciate it.